This one's pretty much just for me, but first step is you want to swap player 2 to Luke and player 1 on Chewie. And if you're going to practice it, and have Luke come on this lower platform and build that light gray piece. You can see that he just built. Okay, and don't move once you're finished building. Then you're going to have Chewie come up here and make sure you're tapping up. If you're facing too far right, you'll see his whole arm, which you don't want to see. Facing too far left, I mean, yeah, pretty obvious. So straight up is what you want to be tapping. It's going to give you this sort of angle. If you look at his foot, you should see like half of his left leg. That's kind of what you're going for. Make sure you have his gun out. And then you want to keep tapping up until the edge of his elbow is pretty much right along the line that is that dark line that's next to Luke's head right now. You pretty much want the elbow to be right along that line. I will say that the way that you come up to the trick is going to change the camera a little bit. And that does matter for this. So you have to be a little careful with that. But for this camera that I got here, just want his elbow to overlap that line a tiny bit, and then it should work. So there's two ways to miss this. Obviously, you can be too far left, too far right. If you're too far left, you should get pushed out to the left. And I will quick demonstration of that. So, see that elbow? Instead of overlapping that line, what if we're like over here, the left line? We're gonna get pushed out to the left. Okay, now the other way to miss this is to be too far right. And when that happens, you're gonna get clipped up in a very sort of erratic manner. And I will demonstrate that one as well too. That should be a good indication of it. So it's gonna clip me up by like shooting me in all these random directions for a couple frames. That's how I know you're too far right. And you know, if you get a combination of those, that means you're either a couple like pixels left or a couple pixels right. And at that point, you know, it's not really worth correcting for. But it's important to tap straight up on the controller during this setup so that you can get the correct angle with Chewie. And if you are in the perfect spot, you'll see him clip out really fast, which is so precise that it's probably not humanly consistent to get the fast version of it, but that's how you know you are in the exact right spot. And if you want the camera to be as consistent as possible, just make your way over there with Chewie as fast as you can. And that should be the name of the game for getting the same camera every time. That might be too far right. No. There you go.